Hi, and welcome to week one of the assigned readings, audio and video section. This week, chapter one will be a focus along with just an introduction to what's going on with the class, as well as a lecture for chapter one. I might update the Sim and D&J Plastics video or provide you another video after I record my class this weekend in another program where we'll be starting the simulation along with you guys. But if not, then take a look at the Sim and D&J Plastics video, which is the second video. Of course, the first one, course overview and syllabus. Full disclosure, I recorded that last semester, so there might be some things that are different, but anything different, go with this year's syllabus, or since I might change a few distribution of assignments or something like that. But my video that overviews the class should cover any of those inconsistencies. The second video in the series, again, the simulation and D&J Plastics, gives you some information about the project, about how to navigate the simulation. But again, I plan to record a separate navigational video screen share that you should be able to see by the time I record this. I haven't done it yet, though. And then beyond that, chapter one lecture is there as well. So that's kind of your focus the first week. Get introduced to the simulation. I've already set up your usernames for the practice simulation, so just take the first 6 or 7 digits of your Clarkson username, without the @clarkson.edu, and use that both for your username and password. If you have less than 6 digits as your username, add a number 1, and that's how we registered you in the simulation. So you should be able to go to the Sim for Project simulation and take a look at the first period practice round that you're in your own team at this point. So again, read chapters 1, take a look at the video. Also, I'm going to have you do a discussion forum next time, but it's in there to take a look at the case at the end of chapter 1. But I'm putting so much in you this week, and I like to only do one discussion forum per week, that I'll just have you read that at the end of chapter 1, and next week I'll have you engage in a discussion forum on chapter 1. And just stay focused on that stuff. And you should have gotten 2 emails from the university. One, I guess, from me telling you to do the survey for CATME so I can get you into project teams. And then one from Clarkson OIT that will give you access to Microsoft Imagine, which is how you can acquire a full working copy of Microsoft Project. If you're on a Windows-based machine, it should be straightforward as far as installation and use. If you're on a MacBook or some other type of non-Windows-based operating system, hopefully you can follow my other set of directions for installing VirtualBox first, and then installing a Windows operating system, and then installing Microsoft Project. Yeah, there's no real easy common solution for the MacBook Pros. There are readers out there that you can download that will help you read Microsoft Project files, but for some of the work we're doing this semester, you really need a Windows-based machine or an ability to open up a Microsoft Project file, which kind of limits you a little bit. So for those that are using MacBook Pros, I'd be more than happy to give you some additional guidance. And for all of you, if you need some help, we can talk about that next Tuesday night during my live office hours. Other than that, stay engaged this week. As you'll notice from my other recording, it's not a self-paced course. There'll be modules that pop up every week. They'll pop up around Tuesday afternoon or Wednesday morning for the start of each week. And our week concludes every Tuesday evening with live office hours from 7 to 8, followed by assignments due at 10 o'clock in the evening. So that's pretty much the process going forward. One last thing worth mentioning are the sim processing schedules. All the stuff is on your calendar in Moodle, but it's also in the syllabus. But be mindful of those deadlines for the simulation. Some of those they sit on a Saturday and a Tuesday, also at 10 o'clock. So keep those in mind as you go through the semester. That's all I got for this week's overview, or I should say required readings and audio and video section. Keep in touch and get a hold of me if you got any questions. Thanks.